respond back to another YouTuber, Better Bachelor, and I just wanted to respond with, you are absolutely correct. We have a huge shortage of trucking and truckers that are actually willing to do the job that I'm currently doing right now, which is basically loading out of a rail car. I'm here in central New Jersey, and I'm one of only 5 or